Greetings and welcome to this little tutorial and overview for the Atom Loop pack that you just bought, and I just want to make sure that you know all the possibilities and that you have no difficulty editing what you need to edit. So first, what you get when you unzip the package is a folder called Qt Animation along with several After Effects project files. The Qt Animation folder contains pre-rendered clips. So first I'm going to explain to you how to use them if you don't need to do any special customization on the colors or anything like that. You want to use those elements as a pre-rendered to build some loops for your animations and your favorite editing software. I'm going to show you how to use it in After Effects. So first thing you want to do is have this folder open here, and you're going to Alt and drag this folder right in the project panel in After Effects. What that's going to do is going to import the folder with the right structure in there. So what we have here is several clips. We have animations without shading. So here's how that looks. And we have animation with shading, and that's how this looks. And first thing you want to do is make sure you know what's the duration of the thing you want to animate, so you can prepare that accordingly. You want to make those loop. They all have an in animation and an out animation plus a loop. The easiest way to have the loop repeated several amounts of time, so you can stretch your layer for your desired duration, is to go like this. Right click and choose one of the loop elements, not the in or out animation. Choose one of the loop. I'm going to take the one in facing front here and go in interpret footage in main, and down here is the amount of time we want it to loop. Let's say we want it to loop twice, so I'm going to hit 2 here and click OK. Now I want all of those to behave the same way, so one thing you can do for that is go and interpret footage on the one you've just done and select remember interpretation, and next you're gonna select all the other loop clips, only the loops, not the in or out animation, because we don't want those to loop, and right click, interpret footage, apply interpretation. Okay, so it has applied we wanted it to loop twice, so it has applied that to all the other loops as well. So let's comp that now. For example, if you want the atom facing front, you want to build that with your in animation, the loop, and you want it to end somewhere. You don't want it to just simply crossfade. You want to have the out animation. So what you're going to do is select the in animation, add the loop to the selection, and the out animation in that specific order. What you're going to do now is simply drag this onto the new composition button here, and it's going to ask you to create a single composition. It's going to take the dimensions from the clips we're using, and we want to make sure this is checked sequence layer. Click OK, and now what we've got is a composition made. We can now just erase the in, because that's our whole comp, and what we have is the in animation playing, and then automatically it skips to the loop, and the loop is originally 4 seconds, but we've we've told it to loop twice, so here is the loop point at 8 seconds, and it continues, and afterwards it skips to the out animation. So that's one comp with the whole thing, and then you can render that and use as you wish. If you want to change the color, one way you could do it with the pre-rendered clips is simply add a new adjustment layer on top of that, and let's get a hue saturation effect. Bring that over here, check colorize, and bring up the colorized saturation a little bit, and then you have access to the whole spectrum. If the color work you need to do is simply shading it of one color. If you need more precise modification, then you'll have to use the project files I've included for you to edit. So I'll show you how to do that. So pick one of those. Here, this is the base one. It's just black and white, and from there you can build what you want. Let's take the variation number 3. I want to save this. And so that's going to open up, and this one has a little Christmas theme going on, because at the time of this recording it's going to be Christmas soon, folks. So here we've got this style, and let me just hide the layer controls, Control Shift H, and let's say now we want to make this another style. So right here, first you want to edit that in the loop composition, not in the in or out. So get in one of those two, the loop, and in there you've got a settings layer, and it's easy from here to access specific properties and change them. So the ring color, if we want to make this, perhaps let's make it in bright orange, click OK. After Effects going to calculate with particular, and here we've got our orange ring. We want to change the ball color. We want to make it something more yellow. So let's pick up a yellow color. And the ball dense. Oh yeah, you can check this if you want the balls to be colorized. It's going to change a little bit the aspect of how it looks. The ball density, you shouldn't have to change this. I just put that here in case you have a really huge ball size and you don't have enough particle to fill them up. So if you have small balls, you can perhaps drop it down to 100. It's going to take a little bit less time to calculate, but you can leave that at 2000 and it shouldn't make any problem. Here we've got a ball size. If you need bigger balls, you can change that here. It probably won't make you more courageous in life, but you can say you have bigger balls now, and you can change the core color. Let's make it red, and there we go. You can change the core radius if we need that to be a little bit bigger. And here we've got the 3D orbit and 3D full rotation. This is the full rotation clip, so it's the longest one to render. If you don't need it to rotate or orbit, just work from the normal shading loop that is not rotating. It's gonna they are shorter composition. It's gonna take less time to render as well. So back into this, the 3D orbit. If we uncheck those, now we're on the first frame, so we won't notice any difference. But if we get a little bit further in time, like right here, now it's facing front. There is no orbiting around, there is no rotation. If you just want to orbit around the object, just check this option, and the camera is going to rotate around our atom, but its rings are not going to revolve. If you want the rings to revolve as well, you can check this option, and now everything will move. You also have the possibility to change the shadow color. So if you want to have a little shade of blue in there, different shade, you can effectively change that from over here. Let's make it more of this color. And you can play along with shadow options, like the shadow strength, shadow opacity, shadow size, and shadow distance. This will change the look of your atom if you need to do that. So now that we've changed this, well, we have the in and the out rotation. Are they going to be the same style? Yes, they are, because they are all connected through expressions, but there are only two things that you will want to check up, because they are animated, so they are not connected, and it's the core radius and the ball size. So you want to make sure you change that before you render. So right now here we have, we can log this in to remember our ball size is 34 and our core radius is 49.5. Let's make it 50, it's going to be less hard to remember. And let's get back in the in rotation. So now our balls are not the right size. We want to hit U on the setting layer, and here we have the keyframes for our core radius. So it's starting small and it's getting bigger. So on this frame we just want to make sure that it's set to 50, and same thing for the ball size. No, the ball size in the in animation is going to be the correct one. We just have to change it in the out animation. So right here in the out full rotation animation, let's hit U on the settings and look for those keyframes. Here we have the core radius, and it's starting to shrink down starting from this frame. So want to go right here and make sure that this is set to 50 as well. And also the ball size, which is shrinking down over the course of this. So let's get on the first frame and make sure that this one was, what was it? Ball size 34. Yeah, let's make sure it's 34. And now we have our balls that have the exact same size. So we can take a picture just to make sure and get on our full loop, get on the first frame, and make a quick comparison. So it's about the same thing. It's just not the exact same shading, but as long as it's in movement, you won't be able to notice it. So right now that you now that you've done that, you're ready to render these three comps separately, along with the alpha channel if you need it. Oh yeah, if you want to change the glow, make sure you always do your edits in the loop. First, get in the core here, and I'm gonna unlock this, and we have this little diffused glow. Right now it's using A and B colors. We can change that to some more yellowish tone if you do it right here, or we can also simply use the glow colors from the original colors, but this is gonna be quite blown off, so you might just wanna tone it down a little. So right now it's not using this, it's using the colors. If we change the colors from our pattern is gonna be used in the glow. But since this is not connected, if you change this, remember you have to make sure that you copy this effect and paste it everywhere else where needed. So just get in the core here and choose the glow diffuse. I've copied it in the clipboard and just paste it. It's gonna apply the same settings. So that's what you want to do in all those, in the in and out rotation. Just if you change the glow, like if you want to make sure it's there is no difference between each clips. Another thing that you might want to change that is not in the control module is the ring size. So let's get in this one. It's still the old style. So if we want to change the ring, it's a little more difficult because particular doesn't allow me to link this auxiliary particle size property to a slider. So we have to get in there in the particle system, and this is the only thing that you'll have. And if you know particle, of course you can go in there and play around and like get many more options if you know the thing. But usually when I prepare templates like this, I don't want you to, if you don't know about the complexity of this, I don't want you to have to go through all the particular settings. So let's just get in the auxiliary system, and there is the value we want to change. It's the size. So you see there is no stopwatch. I cannot link it with expressions, so that's why you have to come manually and change that here. So if we put 15, for example, it's gonna just pop out our ring size, and we'll have to do it on the other one as well. This has to be done manually. There is no. I would have linked it if trapcode particular was allowing me to do it, but I cannot. So you have to get in there, and it's always going to be in particular rings, okay, and in the auxiliary system, and right here the size. You want to make sure it's the same number everywhere, so you won't notice difference when it skips from one clip to the other. So that's it. That's how you modify that, and hopefully you'll be able to get the result you want. Perhaps you're in a rush right now. I don't know. Perhaps there is a nuclear meltdown or something happening, and you're the one motion designer that was put in charge to display those symbols, so that everyone know that they have to duck and cover and run for their lives. But I just hope you're not too close to a nuclear meltdown area at the time of at the time you're watching this tutorial. If that's the case, well, good luck and happy rendering. Thank you very much, and see you in the next tutorial. Hi there, just want to edit this in since I realized I forgot to tell you about this, but suppose that you're in this situation where you have this glow that is too big and it's going outside, like, you know exactly the situation I'm talking about. You don't want, you want to have this framed in the whole thing, so the easiest way to change the size of the atom, or just to frame it so it doesn't spill out, well, simply you can simply grab your camera and change the distance. For example, if I set it a bit further back, and then I will have more. I'll have what I want, and since it's also connected to the other comps, it's gonna be the same if I get in the other in and out comps, except I didn't change the ring size here, but you know how to do it. So let's take a picture. So it's the same size.